Hey, welcome back to another video game review video. I know it's a different background, but I'm visiting my grandma in Ottawa right now, so this is probably going to be only one of two videos where the background is going to be something different, just to let you all know. Anyway, let's get back to more New Super Mario Bros. When it comes to the new Super Mario Bros. Franchise, it's probably one of the most stale, generic series of probably the entire Nintendo's franchises. A first game with New Super DS starting out pretty creative, and then every other game just doing pretty much the same thing and not really being too much creative to separate themselves from every other of the previous entries that came before it. So there's that. But New Super DS managed to actually kind of mostly be different from all the other ones that came out after it. Let's find out on why the heck this one is so pretty creative and why all the other ones are basically not. So yeah, the plot is basically like a lot of other plots. Peach gets kidnapped by no big whoop crazy. This plays a lot. This is a 2D Mario game. You got all your basic controls and mechanics. Jump, run, all that nice jazz. The fire flowers, you get the point. So it combines a lot of Mario's 3D, like the ground pound, wall jump, and triple jump. So we're just combining a 2D and 3D Mario game mechanics together, and it works surprisingly well, and it feels really great to control. Jumping is a little bit off, but it's pretty good still. Of course, you got the power-ups. You got your typical mushroom, fire power star, power-ups you expect to be in pretty much every other 2D and 3D Mario game, and many other spin-offs under here. Then, of course, you got the blue shell, which is kind of okay, honestly. I mean, you sort of run, build speed, go into a shell, and it kind of sucks when you're just trying to jump and not roll into a shell. It's kind of bad, actually. The mini mushroom makes you 5 inches tall. It's pretty unique considering the fact it's more useful to get some of the secrets like 2 of the worlds by defeating some of the bosses in the castles in order to actually get there. And then the New Super Mario game is just compiled in there because why not? And then you got the Mega Mushroom, which is in a couple levels in specific locations, not just like any level. New Super Mario 2 did it even less. So yeah, I mean the power is pretty fun to use in some of those levels, but for the most part, yeah, it does just kind of exist as another power-up to the game. The world, you got your typical grass world, because it can't be that without a grass world. You got your typical beach level with also a combination of both beach and underwater. Jungle, probably one of the more unique worlds in the entire series, considering the fact it appears in every single New Super Mario Bros. Game, with the poison, with being a jungle and the poison soda in the ground. And of course, like all Mario games, you need to have the last world be lava or Bowser scenes, because we can. And also, there's no special world. Only New Super Mario Bros. Game not to include a special world, but they probably didn't come up with that term of special world yet for this specific series. Of course, yeah, you got unique levels. You could be any levels, like you gotta dodge a bunch of bullet bills, or it's a pipe-themed level, or you gotta run away from a boss bass. You got some pretty nice levels. Not as outlandish as say some other Mario games. We're doing our best here. I'm just gonna get out of the way. All the junior fights are just way too easy. You can beat them in like 10 seconds. Yeah, like do grow in difficulty as you go on, but for the most part, you can just help them with fireballs and just, beat it instantly. I like how the first main boss is just Bowser. But look at this. So easy, man. You got Mummy Pokey, where you gotta try to dodge his spitballs, and I like the design. You have to defeat him to get through the worlds. They also got a giant Goomba, where you can wall jump on the wall to jump cobs from the ground hit him, or use these platforms to get him. It's some good stuff. You also got the Petey Piranha, so that's come back. I mean, for New Super bosses, this is probably the only one of the 2D Mario games since the 5 where we're still doing creative bosses. They're easy, but you got a bunch of creative ideas, and I really like that. Next up, we got Mario vs. Luigi, and this mode is super cool. Get a DS, have someone local play with you, and have a good time trying to see who can get the most stars in the world. It's pretty good knocking each other back, collecting stars. You got the mini games, coming with some returning ones from Super Mario 64 DS, and some new ones. You can play versus up to 3 people by yourself, and these are really fun. They are so unique and fun. Of course, first you got a snowball, you gotta roll across a path, you got a bunch of fireballs, you gotta dodge around Bowser, if you're not letting your bomb touch it, you gotta drive as long as possible, because, man, this game is so fun, so good. Well, minigame, you gotta hit the Monty moles and avoid hitting Luigi, and oh boy, it's stacking up, that's not good at all. And probably one of the more infamous and more recently famous ones, the Wanted minigame, you gotta find a specific character's head, and then find him in a crowd. It's pretty good, and of course, it recently came back with the whole, Luigi singing New York City, and this recently came back as a more recent meme, so hey, that's kinda neat, honestly. Famous the Luigi Casino minigames, and let's be honest, some people's gambling addiction probably started from this minigame, and they're pretty fun, so there's that. I gotta love New Super Mario DS. Like, this is the only game in the entire series of that where we actually try and do a lot of creative things with it. All the other games just having new because we would have come with a better title. That's super lame, but hey, this game really does deserve the word new in its title, and it's deserved here. So yeah, that was the New Super Mario Bros. DS. I think this is the only game of the entire series that really does deserve to have the word new in there. All the other ones having it because they really couldn't think of anything else for a creative title. That's super lazy, and we all know that. So yeah, if you're gonna check out a new Super Mario Bros. Game and actually not be bored of how like uncreative it is, this game is definitely the one to check out because it's pretty good. See you next time where Yu-Gi-Oh! Dying to Pokemon video games. See you next time. See ya.